I'm making this video today suddenly. Something has transpired, something has happened. I just want to address, because it's just becoming more and more prevalent. It just happened. I was going to do a live stream, which I don't generally do. I don't generally like to do live streams. It's just not my cup of tea. I was going to do a live stream for this particular instance, but my internet connection has decided not to cooperate, so I'm doing it this way instead. I don't normally make political statements or take political stances one way or another on my YouTube channel, because that's not really what this channel is about. It's not really what I want to get into, because it's not something that I really enjoy. But I do have beliefs. I do have things that are important to me. Sometimes there's just really no avoiding it. Sometimes there's just not really a way to get out of it. And I feel like maybe this is one of those situations that we should talk about. So let me get into it without wasting too much time. What happened this morning, I was sitting in front of my my computer, answering comments and doing what I normally do for my YouTube channel. And I got a comment from a guy saying, "Hey, are you aware that Simplisafe was part of the the boycott that happened during the I guess the Parkland shooting or whatever that happened at the beginning of last year, February, I believe, of last year?" And I honestly was not aware of that. And if you guys don't know, some of you probably do not know that I'm my most popular videos by leaps and bounds, by just a huge margin. My most popular videos are the Simplisafe videos that I've made. I wasn't paid by Simplisafe to make those videos. I was looking for a security system for my own home. I purchased a Simplisafe security system, and then I made a video about them, and then they became really popular. I mean, that's by far the most popular videos I've ever made. So when this guy told me that they were part of the NRA boycott during the Parkland shooting thing, I had no idea. I didn't know. I knew about the big ones, like Yeti, for instance. I knew about Yeti being involved in that. I don't really watch TV, regular celestial TV. I don't have a cable subscription or anything like that, so I don't watch that kind of stuff. I try to stay away from that stuff because of it just upsets me. It just does, the news just constantly upsets me. So I was not aware of this, and so you guys know, the Simplisafe videos I make that I've made in the past got this channel to where it is. I mean, I'm not a popular channel. I'm a tiny channel, but all the success that I've had are because of those Simplisafe videos. So you got to ask yourself, well, what do you do in a situation like this? So I researched what they did, and they did identically the exact same thing that that Yeti did. Do I think that Simplisafe and Yeti and the other companies that were involved in that that situation, do I think that they deserve a boycott? No. Because I guess maybe I should explain what I think a boycott is, what that definition means to me. A boycott is a serious thing. I don't know if in my lifetime that I can think of off the top of my head something that's happened where I said we need to boycott something. I mean, that's not just something I throw around. It's not something I'm just gonna, oh, I'm upset with you, I don't agree with your political views, so I'm going to boycott you. No, so boycott to me means not only do I not use your products and stuff, but I'm a voice against your whatever. Like if I see, somebody using product X, and I'm thinking that we need to boycott them because of an extreme situation, well, then I would go out of my way to voice my opinion to that person. That's what I feel a boycott is, okay? So I don't think that what they did deserves a boycott, but what I do believe is that I'm going to vote with my dollars, the money that I have that I spend. I will try to avoid companies that do this kind of thing. And I'm not like a big NRA guy either. Like I don't, there's a lot of stuff about the NRA that I don't agree with, that I don't align myself with. But they are the face of the Second Amendment. They are the largest organization that protects our Second Amendment rights in this country. So when you make a political statement boycotting the NRA, that is, in my opinion, a direct attack on the Second Amendment. That's just my personal opinion. So what I'm going to do, in most cases, with the case with Yeti, with the case now, is I'm going to vote with the money that I spent, with my own money. It's a small portion of you know, it's not really going to make an impact or anything. It's what I believe in. You know, I can't, in good conscience, help support a company that attacked, I feel attacked, our Second Amendment rights. I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment, actually the Constitution in general, our Bill of Rights, all those things. I mean, those are really important to me, and maybe you guys should know this about me, you know, because I've had some people, you know, because I've made some knife videos and stuff, and people go, oh, I live in Great Britain, you know, where people are getting stabbed and killed with knives all the time. I can't believe you're making a knife video. I live in the United States. I live in Arizona. I'm a knife guy. I'm a gun guy. I'm a knife guy. I'm a gun guy. I believe in all of our constitutional rights. I believe in supporting them. I believe in not allowing them to be taken or attacked. I do my best. I do my part to fight those types of things. But then one would ask, well, how far are you going to go with this? Like for instance, if Amazon, out of left field, start attacking the Second Amendment in some way, who knows how that would be, but let's say they did, would I stop using Amazon? I mean, that would be like a huge thing, right? That's a tough decision. That's a tough question to answer if you're answering it honestly. You know what I mean? And this Simplisafe thing is really big for me personally because, like I said, they're a big part of my channel. They're the most successful videos that I have, and I was faced with a conundrum. Do my beliefs mean what I think they mean, or was I just blowing hot air out of my face hole? I had to answer those questions, and I got to be honest with you, it wasn't easy because of what an impact it will be to me. So I'm not happy about it. I'm definitely not happy about it. I'm not happy about making this video. I'm not happy about it. But I have to do what I feel is right. That means cutting ties with Simplisafe. I don't have any ties. I guess that was the wrong word to use. I'm an avid user of Simplisafe products. I made videos that were very successful. I'm sure sold plenty of security systems for them. I never had any contact with them directly. I did this on my own. So I'm pulling that. I'm taking down all the Simplisafe videos. I will no longer make videos about Simplisafe. And I am actively going to be searching for a replacement security system for my home. I can't, just so you know, honestly, I can't just turn off my alarm system without a replacement. It's important to me that I'm not a victim of crime or any other persons that would try and harm me or my family. That is in fact important to me. So I'm just kind of trying to explain. Simplisafe is, for me, my alarm system on my home is peace of mind for me, is what I'm saying. So I can't shut it off and still sleep, is what I'm saying. So I will be actively looking for a replacement. If you're a do-it-yourself alarm company out there and like what I'm saying and would like to throw your hat into the ring and would like to supply me with a replacement to Simplisafe and allow me to review it and direct compare it, man, I would love that opportunity if there's anybody out there. This video is going to be a little long because I have a lot of things to address. I should probably make more videos on these types of things more often so these videos don't get so unwieldy. So anyway, that's the Simplisafe situation, and I feel bad that I didn't know about this for a year. You know, I kind of feel bad that I wasn't made aware of this Simplisafe thing before now. I was made aware of it and I acted immediately. This video kind of moves on also into the reviews that I make. I've recently had some issues where companies have tried to get me to compromise my morals and my beliefs while making reviews. And I just want you guys to know that there have been attempts to get me to alter my review, change my review, review something favorably when it was a piece of crap. There have been attempts recently for me to do this, and I won't do that. I won't, under no circumstances will I do something like that. That is just not, I feel like internet reviews have become almost worthless because you don't know who you can trust anymore. I feel like most, and I want to choose my words very carefully here because now that I've been on the other side of the fence, I know exactly what's going on. Be it website reviews or YouTube reviews. They call us influencers, which I really, you know, I'm being called an influencer a lot. Like when I'm contacted for a product review and stuff. I hate that word. I'm not trying to influence anybody. That's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to use a product and then tell you about it. To tell you the pluses, the minuses, the good, the bad, the greatness, you know, whatever it is, I want to tell you about those things because, for instance, there might be something for me that's a deal breaker that I don't like personally about a product, but it might mean nothing to you. You know, that might not be a feature or a situation that means anything at all, you know, to you personally. So so what I'm trying to do is I didn't want to get into a rating system either where I'm going, okay, well, this product's a 7 out of 10 because it might not be a 7 out of a 10 to you. It may be a 10 out of a 10 to you. It may be the exact perfect thing that you've looking for, but it might not be for me. So what I do when I talk about products and reviews and stuff like that, I tell you whether or not I recommend them or not. Just that simple. And I tell you the good and the bad. And a lot of product companies don't like me talking about the bad part of bringing up glaring issues with their products. They don't like me talking. I can talk 20 minutes about the good of their product and then mention 3 minutes of bad and they get upset about that. Well, I'm sorry. That's how I'm going to do my review. I will not change that. I will not compromise my beliefs. I'm not going to do something that I don't believe is right. And I want the people who watch my videos, the very small amount of people who watch my videos, to know that I am not ever going to compromise what I think is right. And I will never compromise whether or not I tell you a product is good or not because somebody pressured me to do so. It just won't happen. I would rather not make videos on YouTube because it's becoming more and more of a hassle as time goes on than you would even believe. I started this channel because it was fun for me. I like making videos. I like making content. But I got to tell you, there are a lot of negatives about being on social media, about making YouTube videos. There's negatives that go along with it too. I'm not trying to cry about it or anything. I'm just trying to tell you that it's not all a bed of roses. It's important that I don't ever do that, and I won't ever do that. And any company that contacts me and wants me to do a review, that's what it is. I'm not an influencer. I don't make videos to influence people to do something. That is not what I'm doing, and if you think that that's what I'm doing, you're really wrong. I make videos and I review products, good and bad, and I'm gonna have to say that in most cases, even the best products, there are good things about products and there are bad things about products, things that I would change if I were king of the world. If I were king of the world, this is what I like about your product, this is what I don't like about your product, this is what I'd like to see improved, this is a flaw, whatever it is, there are good and bad, and in almost every single product that I've ever encountered, I can find some flaw in it. I mean, that's just the way it is. There's no, way around that. I'm not gonna just talk about the good, and I'm not gonna take money. I've been offered money. This is another thing that happens behind the scenes that a lot of people don't know. I've been offered money to give them a favorable review on a crap product, and then I don't do that. I refuse that. As a matter of fact, just recently, a product that I reviewed, I thought favorably. The owner of the company did not think I reviewed it favorably. From a ways back, from when I first started this channel, contacted me recently and offered me money to make a video. They sent me an email and I did not respond. I could have used that money. I mean, there's no question about that. But once I know that you're not a trustworthy person, I don't respect you, and I don't believe in what your company is doing. Once those things happen, I don't want to have anything to do with you, regardless of the money involved. Okay. So those are the things that are going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. So I think I've rambled on about this enough. A lot of things have been going on lately with products. This Benchmade thing, that Benchmade thing. Holy smokes, man! When a company, steps in it, boy, they really step in it, don't they? I mean, that just seems like an unnecessary situation that they've placed themselves in that's going to hurt them. I don't know. It seems like that's going to hurt them. I mean, I can't say one way or another over the long term if people will remember what's going on with the Benchmade thing. But my opinion on that is that I'm not really bothered by the fact that they destroyed guns. I mean, I'm not really bothered by that. What I'm bothered by is the donations to known gun grabbers. And I don't know, like, a lot of people are going to hate on me for saying this, but not all Democrats are bad. When I see that they've donated to a Democratic political party or a person, that's not like a big deal to me until you find out who it is and what they voted for and what they stand for. And in the case of Benchmade, it's bad. It's really bad. It's really bad. That's what I'm upset about with the Benchmade thing. The destroying of court-ordered guns and whatever, and the whole thing about guns should be resold and it's money generated. You should never destroy guns and stuff like that. Like, I don't know about all that. Like, I've had guns that needed to be destroyed that I took to the police station personally. I've had guns that I just used and wore them out. They don't make them anymore. You can't buy parts for them anymore. They're completely worthless. They're not a collector's item. They need to be destroyed. You can't, I don't feel comfortable about just taking a gun that's broken and throwing it into the trash can. So I don't necessarily believe that there's no reason to destroy guns. So that part of it is a non-issue. Helping the police department is a non-issue. What is an issue is the police officer that was involved in that virtual signaling to the world, hey, look at us, we're destroying guns. That was purposeful. So I do have a problem with that part. That's the dumbest thing about this whole thing is that cop just burning Benchmade at the stake. And then you find out when you shed light on the situation that they've been supporting gun grabbers, Democratic gun grabbers. That is not okay. That's not where. So I don't own any Benchmade knives, to be honest with you. I've never bought a Benchmade knife because of the fact that I don't like them as much as other knives. the price of them are higher than I can get the same level of knife from another company. So I don't, like, Benchmade is not a thing for me. I've never been a Benchmade fan. There's a couple of their knives that I like, but I'm not, so I guess, so it's not fair for me to talk about this Benchmade thing too much because I wasn't a Benchmade fan to begin with. I mean, there's nothing wrong with their knives. I'm sure they're fine. I just don't own any, and I probably, even without this situation, probably wouldn't have bought any. It's doubtful, unless I got a smoking deal on one or got one in a trade or something. I'm not gonna buy a Benchmade knife now. That's just how I feel about it. I'm gonna avoid buying Benchmade knives. It's not even a consideration anymore now that I know what's going on. I mean, Benchmade knives are not even something I'm gonna even consider now. So moving on to one more thing, because I've been working on a video for the last couple of weeks that kind of ties into this situation, is that I'm working on a video about insulated coffee cups, high-end insulated coffee cups. It's one of the videos I've been working on. The Yeti thing is it's the exact same thing as the Simplisafe thing. It's identical. I'm working on this, and then a lot of people, when you're making these insulated cup videos or insulated cooler videos or water bottle videos, the standard is the Yeti. So a lot of people want to know, well, how well does product A do against the Yeti? I mean, that's what people want to know. So I decided to purchase one of these Yeti coffee cups as just comparison for my video, and then up front tell people about my bias towards Yeti, that there is a bias. If I've never had a bias so strong that I had to inform you guys before I made a video, but in the Yeti cup thing, I was going to up front tell you that I do have a bias towards Yeti that is worth mentioning. Okay, so that's an upcoming video that you'll probably see real soon. I just decided that I was going to purchase the cup for the comparison purposes. I have also bought small Yeti products. Oh, for instance, right here. This is what I do when it comes to purchasing these kind of products. This is a insulated water bottle, Yeti-like. It's made by Arctic, RTIC. And I buy these instead of Yeti. I buy, I guess, quote-unquote knockoffs, whatever those are. Hydro Flask. I don't have any Hydro Flask, I'm just mentioning them. Or, Ozark Trail, whatever. I just don't buy Yeti stuff. But when I got this Arctic bottle, I really hated the lid. I hated the lid. And so I bought, let me see if I can get that to focus. Anyway, this is a Yeti lid that fits on the Arctic bottle. So I bought an Arctic bottle and I purchased a Yeti lid because this lid is far superior than the one that Arctic makes, unfortunately. So, like I said, I don't believe that what Yeti did is boycottable. I try to avoid their products. Like, I don't own any Yeti coolers. I wouldn't buy any Yeti coolers. I don't own any. The only Yeti products I own are these lids and that Yeti insulated coffee mug that I just recently purchased. So I don't know if that necessarily makes me a hypocrite. I'm sure it will in some people's eyes. I'm just telling you the honest truth of what I got. What I got going on one way or another. That is a situation that maybe you should be aware of, so I'm not lying to you guys. I'm telling you all these things, and then I purchased small items made by Yeti. So, take it for what for what it's worth. I would like to know your guys' opinion, specifically on the Simplisafe thing. If you would have handled that differently than me. How do you feel about all these companies making political statements left and right? What is going on with that? Why are they doing that? Why would they alienate a big giant chunk of their customer base? It makes no sense. What is going on? Just help me understand some of this stuff. Comment in the comments. Let's have a discussion. You know, do you think that I'm crazy for dumping Simplisafe like I did? Do you think I'm a hypocrite for buying, you know, a couple of small Yeti items that are just not replaceable by other manufacturers? I mean, if there was another lid that fit my water container that was better, I'd be happy to buy that. Or do you think I should have stuck with whatever Arctic provided and just, even if I didn't like it, I should have just suffered with it? You know, let me know in the comments what you think about this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to navigate this political landscape just like you guys are. You know, I'm no different than you. I'm trying to do my part. I want to do the right thing, and I want to do the right thing by you guys. You know, I want you guys to trust me. I want to be trusted. That's important. So anyway, comment in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I know this video was crazy long. Those of you that stick around to the end, much appreciated. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk at you on the next go round. Thank you.